Hello, Willard Wigan. It's lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for coming along today and agreeing to speak with us. I'm a big fan of your work. I think you know it's absolutely amazing what you do. So I've just got a few questions for you. So I'll start with the first one.
How did it feel to find out that you're autistic? What was it like for you in your younger days? And how have you turned your challenges into an achievement?
I think it was the wrong, right message to me, because the reason why I'm saying the wrong, right thing, if I never had it, I wouldn't be who I am. And when I was at school, it was wrong because I didn't try to find out, what was the reason why I couldn't read properly. I know it wasn't diagnosed in the 60s. Autism wasn't diagnosed. So people didn't understand that, that people were different. See, they used me as an example of failure, see. So I was an exhibit because I couldn't spell, couldn't read. So, telling the kids that I am that, this is what happens if you don't listen to the teacher, you become Willard. So this is what happened to me regularly. So, because I had a problem in sort of when I was at school, I couldn't really look anybody in the eye. I found it hard to actually stare at somebody. Because they say, why do you keep moving your eyes like that for? I didn't know what it was. And then I found that was part of the condition, you see. So I sort of started getting disorientated and sort of confused with communication. Because I wasn't accepted then, I didn't feel I needed to talk, so I stopped speaking. Because I think if I speak, my voice ain't going to be accepted, so why should I speak? So I stopped speaking. My left leg was in school, my right leg was out. So I wasn't really there. My body was there, my mind wasn't there. So I ran away from school, quite a few times, I went missing. But it was a great missing, because I found me. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, and it's the bit that's missing in the middle was me, so I had to sort of go and find that bit.
How did you start to become interested in microsculpting? And how did people react to your very first creations?
After my dog destroyed an ant's nest, I started to build houses for ants and furniture for ants, and my mother was, when she seen it, she was overwhelmed. Even my next door neighbours, when they saw it, they couldn't believe what they'd seen. Because I made all these little houses for ants. I used my dad's razor blade to build all these little houses, you see. And I made seesaws and swings and little tables and chairs and things. And, and I just went into this world of sort of Willard world. One of the little girls, I remember when she saw the little house I built for the ants, she went, oh, wow. And she says, that's the bestest. And when I heard that word, it was like being in a shower and each droplet of water washed away all the negative things that were said to me. So I'd wash myself with the encouragement, and I suppose, that moment, I found my frontier, I found who I was and what I was about. I persevered in it, and my whole world has changed, from making little houses for ants until now to becoming the greatest micro artist of all time, and receiving an MBE from the Queen and a doctorate, and going to Buckingham Palace again because the Queen wanted me to make her a little crown, which I did. When I received the doctorate, I felt like the wizard, the scarecrow in the Wizard of Oz. The scarecrow when they gave you his brain. Here I am receiving the doctorate. Here I am now. I won an award. My documentary won an award, for the best documentary, World's Tiniest Masterpiece.
Yeah.
And my life has changed so much. People started to respect me, and that was down to autism. So my inspiration is underestimation. I get inspired by that because humanity has a habit of doing that, you see. They underestimate. And they underestimate autism because autism is a superpower, you see. It's a gift. It allows you to be more creative. It allows you to become unique. You find ways of taking things to an extremity, an extreme level, and then society's saying, well, how does he do that? How did he manage to do that? But that's impossible. How? Well, autism's why.
Does the creative process help with the challenges of being autistic?
Of course. Because my concentration, my attention span is off the scale. Even surgeons are fascinated with what I do. Surgeons would say, they even say that under supervision I could perform surgery. I have that regular. People say, how do you manage to keep your hands so still? How do you get your dexterity like that? You know, I mean,
It's just amazing.
What's the proudest thing that you've achieved? What's the thing you're most proud of?
I think receiving an MBE, I suppose, and then winning the award for the documentary World's Tiniest Masterpiece, and also, you know, my Guinness World Records, and you know, and just being able to be recognised for who I am as a person, not for my autism, I suppose. I don't mind them recognising me for my autism. I don't care about that. But being respected for what I do. You know, I don't see myself being what other people see. You know what I mean? I see myself as just somebody who'd overcome adversity and become an inspiration to others.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they can see what they can achieve if they want to. And I'm also working on the Pied Piper. I'm going to put 22 children in the Ivor Needle and the Pied Piper playing a flute.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. It's just amazing.
In a needle, you know. In a needle that small. And they'll all have faces. They'll all have faces, hands, feet,
Amazing.
eyes, ears,
Absolutely.
everything.
What advice would you give to somebody who feels that they see the world differently?
My advice? Well, my advice is that the world has a habit of putting people in different categories. So find your category and create your category, and let people latch onto your category and see that you've invented a category that hasn't been seen before. Never allow anybody to try and tell you not to be anything or anybody that you want to become. You want to become the best. And never be satisfied with just being good at something. Always aim for more. You know, show them what autism can do. You know, show them that autism is a diamond in the dustbin. Take it seriously. Always believe that nobody can beat what you do. So I mean, it's what your mind can conceive, you can achieve. And autism, we have an head start, you see, because we have a natural ability.
Yeah.
Because people are beginning to understand autism now, they have a better opportunity of being what they want to become, because I think people are beginning to understand what the condition is. Tap into the skills that you have and let the world see what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So how important do you think increasing understanding and acceptance
of being autistic is.
Oh, that's important. They should have a program. What they should do, they should have a program on television, right? All about people with autism and what they're capable of doing, so other people can see it.
Yeah.
Because you can talk about it all day long, but you've got to show it, haven't you? I'm proud to be talking to you as well, you know.
Yeah. Well, Willard, it's been wonderful. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Amazing to meet you. You take care.
God bless.